grew up in the Catskill Mountains of New York State, which is where fly fishing began in America in the 1800s. And my father was a very well-known and noted Catskill mountain fly fisher and fly tyer. So I've been fly fishing I started off with my dad and my grandfather when I was 5 years old. So I've been fly fishing now well over 50 years. I like the fact that it's outdoors. I like the fact that no trout live in ugly places. I just like the healing aspect of it. It's just when you're out in the water, when you're out listening to the water, you're looking at the game, you kind of tend to forget about your problems. You tend to forget about your difficulties. And I've seen veterans that for the first time in 8-9 years have just let go of what was bothering them, what was keeping them down, and just then, you see a first smile. Their wives or whomever will tell you they come back home and it's the first time they smiled since they got back from deployment.
I'm Robbie Horn. I'm the founder of Therapeutic Recreation Group. Therapeutic Recreation Group is an organization that takes veterans and first responders outdoors to places like this. Today we are in New Mexico, northern New Mexico, on the Rio Grande River, fly fishing for trout. This is actually my second joint event. We've got the North Texas Patriot anglers. Their founder is Lou Duckwall. So we do these things as therapy for veterans and first responders to encourage them to get outside. There's a lot of therapy going on, conversations that are being had that don't happen, indoors at people's homes. They just don't happen there. They definitely happen out here, and these kind of environments create a space for healing to happen.
My name is Joe Juarez, Marine Corps veteran, arborist, entrepreneur. I take it as a way to, reenact or get some of that camaraderie that we, once a time experienced in active duty service. It's not something you can get in the civilian world, at least not at that level. So to have stuff like this occasionally, that's actually medicine in itself. Laughing, reminiscing, or even making new memories. And then it's also a reminder when it ends up happening is you talk to the guys and you understand they're all different stories, different walks of life, but we all can relate on some level and help lift each other up out of that hole if you are in one.
Men and women are taken away from the battlefield, but they never really leave the battlefield, and what we see and what we experience stays with us forever. And so even though the wars in Iraq and Afghanistan and going back another generation, Vietnam, are over, it's not over for those of us that saw horrific things. And so we constantly are trying to get past what we went through. Outside of raising my children and having a wonderful marriage, this is the best thing I've ever done. This is the most impactful thing I've ever done. It makes me very, very proud to be a part of the healing process. That's the greatest part of what I do, is knowing that I'm helping other people.
I would like to extend a deep, deep thank you to Lou Duckwall, the founder of North Texas Patriot Anglers, for taking care of us for lodging and cooking our food for us. The Warriors Keep, thank you for sponsoring the van to get us out here. Without that, we wouldn't have been able to get out here. Tails Fly Shop, thank you for providing the top-notch guides in New Mexico. Phenomenal guides. So thank you all for everything that y'all do to make all this happen.